Hi all, welcome to the A-Level Law Essay channel. In this episode, the essay is going to be covering the chapter Negligence in the Tort Law syllabus, and more specifically regarding psychiatric injury. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel for more video guides on essay writing and many other interesting topics. With that said, let's get started with Part 2 Essay Sample of Video Tutorial number 12. Question. The question reads, one day Hannah, who is an adult, took her little cousin Isaac, who is 5 years old, for an outing in a nearby shopping mall. Being a social media personality, she asked her friend, Jenny, to film the whole outing on her phone. The day of fun was streamed live on a social media page, with many of her followers viewing it, and one of them being Katrina, Isaac's mother. Throughout the whole outing, Hannah is seen in the video constantly facing and talking to her audience while Isaac is running around unsupervised in the background. Unaware to both Hannah and Jenny, Isaac proceeded to climb onto a moving handrail of a nearby escalator. Clearly within the phone camera's frame of view, Isaac fell off the handrail. Before Hannah or Jenny could react to the incident, Isaac was out of sight and a loud thud can be heard from the floor below, followed by frantic screams. After the whole debacle, Isaac received medical attention and survived the fall with only minor fractures on his skull. The whole incident was streamed online, and Katrina, along with other viewers, were completely traumatized by the incident. Advise Katrina and other viewers who now wish to sue Hannah and Jenny for the harrowing experience that they have been put through. To answer a scenario-based prompt question, it is important to first identify the relevant parties and the issues that they are having with each other. From the scenario, we know that the disputing parties are Katrina and the viewers against Hannah and Jenny. Due to Hannah and Jenny's irresponsibility while taking Isaac out, Isaac was filmed falling to his possible death. Katrina and the viewers who saw the whole incident online have now been traumatized by the whole experience and would like to sue Hannah and Jenny for the harrowing experience. After identifying these important things, we should then be able to figure out which chapter in the Tort Law syllabus this question is covering. By the looks of some of the key points in a scenario, it is safe to say that it covers the chapter General Negligence and that it focuses on duty of care, psychiatric injury, as we have to determine if Katrina and the viewers can claim for possible psychiatric injury they have suffered. Before I begin going through the essay, I would like you to note that my answer is not the perfect essay answer, but it only serves as a guide for you so that you get an idea on how to write your essay and score the highest mark possible for your effort. Incidentally, I may have also left out certain minor details from my content video, as whatever points that have been discussed earlier only serves as a guide for us to reach our end product, which is the essay. One more important thing to note is that since, for examination purposes, the time limit for one essay answer is exactly 30 minutes, I will not have a lot of time to cover every single relevant detail, and the ideal word count for an excellent essay answer is between 700 to 900 words per essay. Introduction. Negligent acts are common occurrences for which tort law has set certain rules to ensure that people conduct their daily activities with proper care. This includes the care not to cause people psychiatric injury. To determine if Katrina and the other viewers can sue Hannah and Jenny for the harrowing experience, we need to first establish if they have a duty of care towards the victim's mental state. Point 1. Body paragraph 1. To establish negligence, the defendant must first owe the victim a duty of care. The requirements to establish duty of care is laid down under the case of Caparo v. Dickman, 1990, as the Caparo test. However, because the facts of the scenario concerns with psychiatric injuries and not physical injuries, a different test is used to establish if the defendants owe a duty of care towards the victim's psychiatric injury. Firstly, claimants must prove that they have suffered from a genuine psychiatric injury due to the actions of the defendant. And this usually means a medically recognized psychiatric illness as per McLaughlin v. O'Brien, 1983. Based on the facts, we can assume that the experience has definitely caused some form of recognizable psychiatric injury. However, the nature of duty of care would depend on whether the claimant is a primary or secondary victim. Point 2. Body paragraph 2. The two distinguishing victims of psychiatric injury is categorized in White and Others versus Chief Constable of South Yorkshire 1998. Primary victims are those who are put in danger of physical harm, but actually suffered only psychiatric injury or suffered both physical and psychiatric injury. Secondary victims are those who are not put in danger of physical harm to themselves, but suffer psychiatric injury as a result of witnessing such injury to others. Applying these basic principles, neither Katrina nor the other viewers were actually at the scene of the accident. Or were they put in danger in any way, since they only viewed the incident through a live media stream that is presumably from their mobile or desktop devices. Therefore, now we have to consider if the claimants can be categorized as secondary victims and so sue as such. Point 3. Body paragraph 3. To qualify as a secondary victim, the claimants must satisfy the requirements under the case of Alcock versus Chief Constable of Yorkshire 1992. Firstly, the psychiatric damage must amount to a recognizable psychiatric illness which has been caused by a sudden and unexpected shock caused by a horrifying event. Applying this to the facts, there is definitely an unexpected shock as the horrifying incident happened on a live media stream. Secondly, the claimant must prove that he falls within the class of people which the law allows to claim compensation for such injuries. This usually means people who have some significant relationship with the person who is involved in the horrific incident, and applying this to the case, we can say that Katrina, who is Isaac's mother, definitely falls under the class of people who can make the claim. This is because Alcock's case makes it clear that relatives are the people most likely to succeed in an action for psychiatric damage as a secondary victim. Point 3. Body paragraph 4. As for the other viewers, the scenario did not mention as to who are these people and what sort of relationship they have with Isaac, and so as per McLaughlin vs. O'Brien 1983, their status will depend on whether or not the courts would consider if the relationship to Isaac is as a matter of fact close. Point 3. Body paragraph 5. Thirdly, the claimant must have been present at the scene of the incident or its immediate aftermath to satisfy the requirements of proximity in time and space. Witnessing an incident through the screen of a television doesn't usually satisfy this requirement for reasons such as novice actors' inconvenience on the part of the broadcaster. But it has been accepted in Alcock's case that should the incident be broadcasted live, then there's nothing in between the incident and the viewer, and so we can say that this direct medium of communication has acted as a window which satisfies the requirements of proximity in time and space. Because the incident was streamed live on Hannah's social media page with many of her followers viewing it, there is definitely sufficient proximity of time and space, making it seem as if the viewers are present at the scene of the accident. Point 4. Body paragraph 6. After establishing duty of care, the next requirement for negligence is that the defendant must have breached that duty of care owed to the claimant. The standard of care exercised must be reasonable as per the case of Nettleship v. Weston 1971, especially for common everyday activities. Applying this to the facts, both Hannah and Jenny have definitely breached their duty of care towards the viewers who had to witness a horrific incident that is due to their carelessness. Conclusion. Establishing a duty of care towards the victim's psychiatric injury is the most important aspect of our discussion based on the scenario. And with that said, it can be concluded that both Hannah and Jenny owes Katrina, Isaac's mother, a duty of care. Because we do not have much information about the other viewers, it is safe to say that they are not owed a duty of care. Because the defendants had also breached that duty of care, it is therefore very likely that Katrina is able to sue for the harrowing experience that they have been put through. That is the end of the essay sample for this video tutorial. If you have any questions or opinion on my approach to answering the question, please do comment below. Do check out part 1 of this video tutorial for a proper content guide on how to answer this question. I will put a link to it in the description below. If you find this video tutorial useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time.